Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. I am a speech language pathologist turned homeschool mom to two boys, a rising second grader and a rising kindergartner. And in today's video, we are going to be flipping through a curriculum from Blossom and Root. It is an integrated language arts year 2 curriculum called Fantastic Journeys and Perilous Quests. And this curriculum is truly a make it your own curriculum, which you will see during the flip through of this video. So here we have from Blossom and Root, it's the Integrated Language Arts Year 2 curriculum, Fantastic Journeys and Perilous Quests. This is the parent guide. It's integrating creativity, geography, reading and writing with tall tales, trickster tales, and stories of adventure. And this is explaining what a week will look like. So this is a 5-day-a-week schedule. Every day you do the reading of the literature for anywhere from 12 to 24 minutes. And every day the child will also do reading of a reader for 10 to 20 minutes. And then Monday through Friday, it has suggested items that you do with the student workbook. So these things are in the student notebook, or the creative extensions projects is in a different manual. And Blossom and Root is known for the make it yours. They really want you to teach to what your child's needs are and make it your own curriculum. So there's two main concepts of this curriculum. Part 1 is exploring the literature, and then part 2 is the wordplay. And so for part 1, they want the parent to read the books ahead of time so you know if they are within your family's values. And then you get to share the literature with the child week by week. And it also offers optional enrichment activities with the geography and the creativity. And then step 2 is the wordplay, and there's different ways you can incorporate wordplay, and they have different examples like wordplay and word lists, adventure poems, optional copywork, daily reading practice, and also using hands-on manipulatives, watercolor resist reveal, chalkboard or dry erase reading exercises, hide and seek word finds, and game schooling. So those are just some options to make it your own. And here's the contents of the literature that you'll be reading from the weeks 1 down to 36. And this note is just a little info on one of the books. So here are the books and supplies that are needed. Again, these correlate with the list that you saw on the previous page. And then this is optional reading for the child for independent reading. A nice big book selection. And here we have our weeks. So these are the weeks. Week 1 is Paul Bunyan. Week 2 is John Henry. Week 3 is Pecos Bill. And here's one of the optional moving picture projects. Again, these are optional. A lot of this is optional. Like you see here, creative extensions is optional. Geography is optional. Journal prompt is optional. And you can pick and choose what you want to do. And I will be showing the student journal after the teacher manual. Now for week 4 is Thunder Rose. Week 5 is Davy Crockett. Week 6 is Johnny Appleseed. Week 7 is Fortunately the Milk. And week 8 is Trickster Tales. Week 9 is another Trickster Tales. Okay, there's lots of literature projects. Again, these are optional. So weeks 11 and 12 are more Trickster Tales. Week 13 is The Wind in the Willows. And along with week 14 and week 15 and week 16 Week 17 continues The Wind in the Willows, and week 18. And then we're on to week 19, The Wizard of Oz. So I'm sure a lot of these next few weeks will be The Wizard of Oz. And I'm seeing a lot of geography lessons in this section. Okay, now we're on to The Hobbit for week number 24. So again, literature and geography projects are optional. And week 30 starts The Tale of Despero for our literature. And it ends at week 32. And then week number 33 is Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. And I believe this is our last literature. So bringing it back to week number 1 for a more in-depth look into this curriculum. You have the literature you're going to be reading. You get to explore the story together. The creative extensions is optional. And the geography mapping the story is optional. And here in the student notebook, this is where you do the journal prompt, the narration of what the child's narration of the story is. There's copy work for the child in the student notebook. And here we have wordplay. This is reviewing concepts from year 1. So a lot of phonics work goes into this section. And in the student notebook, there'll be reading from word lists. They'll be doing an adventure poem and any additional reading. So it's a nice checklist of what needs to be covered each week and things that are optional. So that's an in-depth look at week 1 of the weeks. Now I want to show you next the student journal for week 1. So this is the beautiful cover of the student notebook for Fantastic Journeys and Perilous Quests. It has a nice little cover page for the child and a place to write their name and the date that it began. Now for week 1, this is what I was referring to in the teacher manual. Here's for week 1, the literature journal, and it has some questions where I could be the scribe, or if the student is more advanced in their writing skills, they can write it themselves, and then they get to illustrate, of course. And then for the narration, they get to tell the story of Paul Bunyan, and then again, get to illustrate if they want to. And here are the word lists. So this is the word list for week 1 and the mini poem. So the mini poem, they get to do some reading of these words and fill in the blanks. And lastly is week 1 copy work. So here's one of the sentences from, I believe, Paul Bunyan, and they get to copy it. And each week throughout this journal is exactly the same setup. It has the literature journal, the narration, the word lists, the mini poem, and then finally the copy work. So that is a week of what is to be expected out of this language arts curriculum. You also heard me talk a little about the creative expressions portion of this curriculum. I am not going to be doing that with my child, so I did not print it, but it does come with the curriculum when you buy it. So that is just more information on creative expressions. It's very artistic, and that is not exactly the angle that I personally want to take this year with this curriculum. So we're going to be skipping the creative expressions. But that does, when you buy this curriculum from Blossom and Root, the creative expressions portion is included. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this flip through of this curriculum from Blossom and Root, and I hope wherever you are having a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Bye.